update. We're in September and the days are getting shorter and the weather's still nice, cooler in the evenings. It takes a while in the morning to get warm. We've got some nice weather, but the plants are starting to show signs of autumn arriving. So we'll have a look round and see what I've been up to. I've been clearing a few things, sorting plums off this plum tree. There's still quite a few on, but everybody's had enough of them. I've given to friends and family. I had a clear out up in this pond tunnel up here, and in the back, which is my dog run, which I use for my plants. Plum tree is just about finished. I've had most of them. I took a load to my friend yesterday because I'm absolutely sick of plums. We've had that many. So it's looking a bit bedraggled. But might have a little bit of a trim in a bit when all the leaves and the plums are finally dropped. The bed at the top of the garden is now full of things out the greenhouse. You can see there's all sorts. The compost bin's full, so at the minute it's all piled up here. The beans are down, sweet peas down. This climber's been carefully taken down, not done very well this year, and it's been moved into this bed just here. So along that edge there's going to be that climber that's got a load of weeds in it, and quite a few others. I want to move one or two. So all this area at the back of the garden, because this fence is not ours, it's the neighbours, and they've got a garage, so they're not bothered about the fence. And I've got to get up there and top these trees, else they'll end up having to be cut down, like if you can see all these stumps that are sticking up. These. Right, inside the polytunnel is a bit of a mess. We've been chucking a load of stuff out, but it's still a mess. And now I can see all the nettles that's been stinging me every time I've been trying to get round things, because we've pulled things out all over the place. There's plenty of tomatoes to go, you can see. And back here is a right mess. You have to duck to get underneath here to all these tomatoes. So I'm going to be picking these shortly and pulling all this lot out and giving it a good clean out. There's cucumbers at the back, but I think they're all about down and dead. I don't think most of the plants are actually on the floor now. I've had all the cucumbers off them. There's everything's fell forward, if you can see. So lots of tomatoes to pick. I've got to get in here and sort. I started. But believe it or not, the courgette is still going strong. We've had some massive ones off it because I've not picked. I think the slugs. Well, I think the slugs have started getting up here. Might have to put some more slug pellets around. Look at the state of them. Oh, look at the state of that. Yuck. That's slugs for you. Well, that one's quite nice. But I'm not bothered if I don't get any more. There are tons. And we've had a massive, great big squash off the back plant because I forgot it was there. So I just left it to grow. So if I back up a bit, you can see how big. Oops, falling over all these buckets. There you are. You see how big it is. It's quite big. So it's done really well. So I'm quite pleased with it. Besides, these tomatoes have about finished as well. There's still some tomatoes on, if the slugs don't have them before I get to them. Oops. There's quite a few on the floor. Look at the slugs have had. I don't believe. Oh, let me get this one. Oh. See what they do? It's terrible. They eat anything. Right, peppers. Hot peppers. Absolutely full. You can see there's loads on them. There's another one round this side. That's got loads on it. Really nice hot peppers. So these are doing well, even though I don't like them, so I'm going to be giving these away. So somebody at work's having them. And all year round cauliflower. I've just put some of those in. Some of these the neighbours are having. In fact, I think most of them, these here, the neighbours are having. I potted them on for them. And my peppers, the pepper plants, if I step right back, you can see, are doing really well. We have a lot on them. That one's really doing well. I might take that one and that one behind it. There's some more around here. This one round here, which way I'm standing, I've had to put a cane in it. It's got that many on it. It's got 7 peppers on it. You see? So that one's doing really well. And I've took my pumpkin plant out. So we have pumpkins. If you all remember, my pumpkins came down along this bit where I've moved the carrots to. Just see there where I'm pointing? If I can manage to do that without it looking silly. My finger going up and down. That's where the pumpkins were. And they've come out. And we have 2 nice pumpkins. Well, they're a bit scratched. I've got to try and make sure next year that they don't get scratched. That's the leaves. The stems of the leaves are quite sharp. Look, and they've scratched the pumpkins. But 2 nice ones. First time I've grown pumpkins, so I'm very pleased. The butternut squash plant was there in this corner, just here. I took it out. I'd got it trained up there, if everybody remembers. Well, it's now gone. And I'll go to the shed and show you inside the shed. 3 nice butternut squashes. And I've got a lovely recipe. My friend's given me some nuts, cob nuts from down Devon, where she's been working. And so I'm going to make a really nice butternut squash, nut and cheese dinner for us one of these days when it's perhaps a bit cooler. But they store pretty well, so hopefully the rats won't get in there and get my squash, so I might move them up home in a bit. Welcome to my cup of tea shed. Just brought you in here to show you my butternut squash. So they're sitting there. Hopefully they're alright. The plant's gone. And they sound hollow, which I read somewhere that that's what they're supposed to be. So this is where I'm going to bring my all my cup of tea stuff down for the winter, because I've not been drinking any tea down here during the summer. It's been too hot. So I've cleared the shed out so I can sit in here and have a cup of tea. These carrots are out of the bed behind me. Got loads of patty pans. I've just got some tomatoes off one little tomato plant that I have down here. I've only got one plant down here. And if you look down here, we have lots of marrows. And I'm taking some of them to work to give away because I'm sick of them as well. Right. Beans. My borlotti beans, you can see, they're doing really well. These I'm leaving on to dry because I want to use them for soups. So they're starting to get some nice beans inside. So that's why I'm not picking them. They're all across there. These only went in July. So they've really done well. And if I come this down here this way, slowly, you can see there's absolutely tons. And at the back we have French beans. You can just get in there, but don't go too blurry. There we are. Oops, there we are. Loads and loads of French beans I've got to pick. I've been clearing out, and I was going to pull the cucumber out, but I've discovered it's decided to have another lease of life, and there's loads, absolutely loads of cucumbers coming on it again. So there's a big one there, look at that one. So I'm quite happy. I've took a load of stuff out, some peppers and different things out from around there. I've got a sweet pepper plant there, I've left that one in, and step back, the Cape gooseberries have gone absolutely mad. You can see that bed is chock-a-block full right up to the ceiling, and I think if I need the room they might end up coming out before they've fruited, but I probably won't even like them. I only grew them because I saw them and fancied them, and I don't even know what they taste like. But this, I don't know how long it takes. It's quite a nice sized ball inside, so I wanted this bed for my onions and garlic. But it doesn't look like these are coming out just yet, does it? But never mind. And these are my carrots. These should be done when I come back from holiday. I'm going away to the seaside with the dogs. And then I'll be back a week, and I'm going back again to the seaside with the dogs with my friend. And so somewhere around the time between one week and the other week I'm going away, these should be about ready. About a week or so into October, maximum 16 weeks. The carrot I showed you earlier came from over here, down there. I've had quite a few nice ones from just down there. There were just a few I put in. These, oops, I'm getting beans on the head. There's spinach and lettuce, little gems, there are all sorts in here. So hopefully my neighbour will water these for me while I go away. But my beans, hopefully they'll be alright as well. But got a lot, quite a lot. They go all the way. All my wires that I hung up to work to treat. So I'll show you outside. Right, this is my rocket. We've had quite a bit off of this. A few weeds around it, but it's not too bad. Me cauliflower is coming quite nicely. They want weeding. And my cabbage. Now these look really nice. Go on there. Got a really nice cabbage there. That's coming on quite nicely. It's really big. And my Brussels. That's looking quite nice. Some little tiny Brussels coming on it. And there's my red cabbage is still doing well. These are purple sprouting broccoli, but I can just see a few. I can't see down here. They're just starting. They're looking alright. That was alright, they need weeding. The leeks are doing fine. They're doing alright. Can you see them? The spinach, that's doing fine. There's mustard spinach over there. Got a bit of beetroot in between these weeds. My fennel's doing really nice. I've been watering it more and it's starting to bulk up. Especially this one. The carrots are coming on nicely. Put in there and done a bit of weeding. Don't want to disturb them too much. But they're doing quite nice. These are my turnips, golden ball. They should be bulking up in a bit. Can't see anything quite yet. It shouldn't be much longer. Got a bit of chard in between these weeds, and there should be some beetroot along here, but it needs weeding. There's my Chinese stuff. These are doing quite nice. You can see through the netting. If you look over there, that one's quite nice. I've got some cauliflower, all year round cauliflower coming up nicely there. And my Chinese cabbage. I don't know whether you can see through this net. I can see through really well, but I don't know whether you can with the video. They look nice. Getting close. They're coming on quite nice. These are even bigger over here. You can see that's coming on really nice. I'll have to start eating these in a bit. Not quite sure how big you've got to let them grow. If anybody knows, if anybody's grown any of these pak choy or any other Chinese type things, let me know. And we're back round the other side where the spinach is. Got some kale coming. Doesn't seem to grow very quickly, whether it's the wrong time of year for it or what. But I didn't put none in the summer or early on in the spring this year. We wanted another. My green manure's done its job. It's kept all the weeds down from this side with my flowers. My flowers are doing well. Sorry, I've got to step over some wood again. I don't want to fall flat on my face while I'm videoing. My African marigolds, and it's normally full of bees, and you can normally air them all the time when you're around here, but sun's gone in and there's not so many, but there's a big one on there, look. It's a nice big bee. And you can hear them normally. All the way along here it's normally full. Every time you go in the tunnel, all you can hear is the bees. So when this lot all falls down, I'm going to lay it along this edge to try and stop the weeds growing during the winter, and it can just rot down. There's a beautiful bee. If I can just get in. Let me see. Oh yes, look at that. That's gorgeous. Big bee. It's disappeared off. But I'm quite pleased with this. It was an experiment. And now I know. Oh, look at that dragonfly. But you can't see it. It's... Where's it gone? It's gone right back over there. It was massive. I was not quite quick enough. This is my third lot of peas, and it's got a bit of powdery mildew on, but not as much as the others. It's only just starting to get it is spreading from this end, but it's not seemed to be on the pea pods yet, so should get another crop of peas. Done quite well. Pulled up all the peas from here. I'm just waiting for the last lot to finish, and then I'm going to take the canes out. And there's the dragonfly again. Can't catch it. Blackberry picking again. On my old allotment there is absolutely stacks, but my freezers are full, and I'm not going to be able to pick all of them, so a lot of them are going to waste, but these are easier to pick because these are the thornless ones. And there's a load on here, so I'm going to get picking. Well, that's the blackberries picked. Very nice. I'll either have crumble tonight, or I'll make it into juice. This is my new piece, and these are the beds. There's Mark busy working again.
Again. Any catch?
No. Needs a bit of more weeding. I've got a bit more to do up there. This bit here is my neighbour's. From that raised bed down. So Mark's got loads more work to do to build me loads more. Got some carpet to put on top to keep the weeds out. This one's got manure in the bottom. Just got to get some soil on top.
Down there.
Kids, I think. Mark working hard. Poor lad. Make him work far too hard. Nice pile of French beans to go home. I'm going to collect things up now I've watered, and go and rescue my Mark from the hard work I keep making him do. Take him home and do him some dinner. So that should be it for today. I've showed you round the plot and showed you what I've harvested and the things that I've been pulling out and tidying up, and this bed's the next one to be sorted. the new stuff over here that I've been doing, and got quite a few plans for them raised beds over there, fruit and different things, and maybe chickens later on. My husband's not very keen on me having chickens, so don't let him hear this, also be not very pleased. Used to have chickens years ago, but means you can't do things without people looking after them for you. So I've showed you in the netted tunnel. I've not showed you down that side. That's my herb bed and needs a bit of weeding. There's a few more herbs I want collecting next year to put in. The flowers, they're the last of the flowers to go in. They're not quite flowering yet. But my flowers, what few I have put down here this year, have done really well. And it's made loads of bees. And I don't know whether you'll have caught a glimpse of the dragonfly, but it's a massive dragonfly. I've only seen dragonflies that big on telly, and round ponds, and I haven't got a pond, so I'm quite pleased to have seen the dragonfly. So that's it for now. I'll see you next time.